Hi, and welcome to another Monday Live. If you've been here before and catch me live, you will know that you have the option to choose from one of the two decks I am using cards from this week, and it's the Spirit Animal Oracle and Psychic Tarot of the Heart. So, let's see, I have... Otherwise, yes, you might know the cards already. I've used both decks before, and I know this is very popular decks all other places too. This is the Spirit Oracle, Animal Oracle, and I just love them. And I also just love this Psychic Tarot of the Heart that is inspired very much by the build of a tarot deck with the suits, but this also have a card for one of each of the 7 main chakras, and it doesn't have the court cards or the 10, and one of the suit is dedicated to the spiritual side of things. So it's different. It's sort of inspired in how it's built up, but it's still different, and some of the cards are close in meaning, and some are very far away. And then but it's an all different take to it, because Psychic Tarot of the Heart, so it's very much I use it very much. For instance, like this, I've used it before, and I like it because it's because it speaks to my heart. It speaks to me in another way than any other deck does. Well, not that this doesn't speak to my heart, but this speaks both to my heart, mind, and soul. This mainly speaks to my heart and soul. So let's get on with it. Let's see which deck first. The Psychic Tarot of the Heart first. Let's see how many. 2 cards to begin with. Sorry, it's a bit cloudy here today. Lots of gray clouds and rainy. So I have to have 2 lights on, even though it's way into spring and should be light, very much light. Let's see, what do we have for the week? This one, no, that is one. One more. Yes, no, this one first. Okay, it's interesting. We have one of the cards from the Major Arcana. This also have a Major Arcana suit, so to speak, and this is called Flow. And as you might be able to see in the background, we have this. It reminds me of a compass with its directions, like north and south, probably down here, and I don't know, east and west, I think. But it's also remind me of the wheel, and it's not coincidence, because life flows, and 10 in traditional tarot is the wheel. So it's very much about the flow of life, the rhythm of life. And he's standing in this water, and the only thing moving there that we can see is him standing there and setting it into motion. And to me, it speaks very much about, yes, life moves, but from this card, it's important that we remember, especially, always of course, but especially in this time and in this energy, in this week, it's very important that we remember that for things to happen, it's also important that we take some action ourselves. It doesn't always have to be lots of outgoing action and full on, throttle, full gas on the pedal and stuff like that. It doesn't have to, but for things to set in motion, he has to do some motions. He has his one hand, left hand, I think, but I have, left hand here over his heart, just above his heart. For me, it's where not just for me, but it's sort of the higher heart. There's a chakra in this area too. I'm not that much into, but I know this is the heart area and the heart chakra, and then up just above here we have the higher heart. It's like, how can I put it? It's like an extra octave, like when you play the piano and you have the normal setting, then you go up an octave. This is sort of, you go up an octave from the heart. So he's holding here, and then he puts his fingers in the water. And I sense that this is very much the feeling. So he puts his fingers in to set things in motion. So he connects with his feeling, he connects with his intuition. And it's a good thing to do in general, but right now here with all new moon, and well, it's a while last week, but still there was an eclipse too, so it stretches out, so to speak, and it's also Mercury retrograde. It's a good time to give yourself that time and that notion to feel in to your heart, to feel into how do you feel at where you are in your life, where you are in practical sense, where you are emotional, mentally, and do I feel at calm? Do I feel at ease? Do I feel like I go with the flow in a positive way, or do I just feel like I just, flow along the stream like a dead fish? That's, and I said in English, it's go with the flow and feel the flow of life. It's a positive thing. When you say, when you translate the word directly into Danish, it's not that positive. It's more like, yeah, only dead fish flows with the stream, So, but this is not, it's not it. It is about the flow of life. It is about your inner flow, how the emotions, how your body, how your mind, how your soul flows through your life and influences your life and your surroundings. It can be just a little bit like him, because the balance, and from a place of love, unconditional love from the heart, place of balance and peace. But even though it's just a little fingertip in the water, then the ripples will spread. The ripples will spread. And that's the flow of life. It's all connected. And it's about noticing where you are, about feeling into the flow of your life, feeling into the flow of your soul, of your body, of your spirit. Okay? I get that finding a card from the animal spirit to find some more here. Yes, one more. Yeah. Yes, we have the beaver spirit, and it's about laying a solid foundation. Yeah, lay a solid foundation. The beaver builds its home. It build and build and build because the river. It alters the river's flow. Yeah, it alters the river's flow into another flow. So it builds up, and it becomes a different energy. But it's not about the dam. It's more about the solid foundation, so you can feel that peace within your heart. So you can feel, yes, this is not standing still. This is not, it's not standing still. It's a gentle, easy flow that feels right. That feels in tune with your inner self. That feels in tune with your soul, with your spirit, with your higher heart. And when you are in contact with your deepest feelings and your higher heart, when you are in contact with your inner self and your higher self, then you're connected. You sort of almost automatically have that solid foundation, because you're just part of the flow, and you not control, but interact with the flow in a healthy way, because you are the flow, and you are within the flow at the same time. And even though water is very movable, it's also also the solid foundation in this. It symbolizes a solid foundation, because it's still, he's at peace. So be in peace. Do what you can to find your inner peace. You can do it, for instance, by holding a hand around your heart area, and the other hand somewhere either around your solar plexus or your hara chakra, around your navel, just above your navel, or just below, or around where it feels right for you, and connect those two. Just breathe and feel how your shoulders come down and stuff. That's an easy way. Just breathe and be within your heart and within your breathing. That will create, if you do it, of course, then that will create for you a place to feel safe within yourself, a place to find strength and feel that you are on solid ground, having a solid foundation within yourself, because you do have it within you. Look how calm he is, and think how easy it is to just like stir it all up, but he doesn't. He stays in his heart and keeping calm and still in the flow of his life, of his soul, and his heart and feelings. Okay? And that's the message, that it's so important. The energy here now, even no matter how much is happening around you, no matter how much you feel that you have to interact with or think about and make things work and stuff, then if you come from this place, and you being the flow and being in the flow at the same time, the flow of your heart, the flow of your soul, then you will feel the sun, that you are on steady ground, that you have a solid foundation. You will be very difficult to shatter. You'll be very difficult to get the ripples in the water. It will, we will stay in the symbolism here. Stay calm, and you'll be able to handle what comes, in a calm and easy way. Sort of stay in the flow of life instead of like big waves and storms and stuff. Is like, yes, this is it. I have my foundation. I feel my heart. I feel my flow. I feel my soul. I am one with me and my soul are one. Me and my higher self are one. And well, it is. But sometimes it's important that we remind ourselves of that and sort of reconnect to ourselves in a way. Okay. More animal spirit, yes. Let's see. One of these two cards has this tendency to stick a little bit together. They always had. This one. Oh yes. And these two others forming a heart, other spirit. You are never alone. You are never alone. You are not only connected to spirit, you have a part of spirit in you. You are part of spirit too. It's like, you are never alone. So, and it's sometimes if you are here, you can feel that You are all by yourself. Flow that, and then remember, you are not alone. You are never alone. Even if you are, literally alone and no one is around you, you are connected to fellow spirits. You are connected to mind-like people, whether you have met them or not, or know who they are or not. And that connection are also part of the flow. And it's part of the foundation that helps you, whether or not you know these people. It's part of the foundation that helps you keeping it steady, keeping it, keeping you within the flow of your heart, within the flow of your soul and your spirit. And it can be so much things can happen around us, especially we just had this solar eclipse, and that's very much about what's happening, of course also what happens inside you, but it's very much also about what's happening outside. And not long ago, many planets moved into Aries, and you're very active. Now they moved into Taurus, so it's more steady, but also stubborn energy for some. That's the backside of it. So it's like, no, I want like this. You don't dare I don't want change. And no, that's the more challenging side of it. Should we put it like that? It's a good thing to be able to hold on to things, of course, but it become unhealthy if you hold on too tight, too much, and especially too long. When it's time to take next steps, when it's time to alter things, when it's time to change, when it's time to, life is at flow all the time. It doesn't have to be a vivid stream and like whir all the time, like maybe Aries like. It's more easygoing, knowing that you are not in this alone. We are here. We are here to support you, your soul family, your like-minded people. We are here whether you know us or not. Okay? So you can tap into your heart area, and especially around here, your higher heart area here up here. And feel, I get that it's important when you do that. It's not just upwards and outwards, it's also, down through your feet, center of your feet into the earth, and feel, that's the solid foundation here, and feel the connection. So you are grounding yourself and feeling this. Because if you just feel from here and up, it very easy tends to become a thinking game, instead of the grounding, the feeling, the whole, the connection from top to bottom through the heart, from bottom to top through the heart, and energies melting together in the flow creates having a steady foundation and knowing that you're not alone by connecting upwards and from the heart. This easy flow, this will be easy, to be in the flow, to be in the flow of your life, to be in the flow of life in general, without feeling that you capsize, because this water is not for capsizing. But yes, this is a good time to create that foundation, create that inner feeling of security, foundation, and not alone, and being in your flow. From here, of course, also if you find difficult to connect here, then begin with your heart. Begin with your heart and your root, and feel how it's from your feet and up. But it meets around here, and here I so much feel the energy around here just now, or not just now, but for a time, all the time during this video. Feel the area here. It's like not tingling. It's a gentle warm, okay? It's a gentle warmth. So that's the energies for the week. Hello, I am this week not doing yes no questions. I can pull a card for you for the energy and speak about the likelihood, and if you're lucky it's very clear if it's towards a yes or a no. But I urge you to, if you're in doubt, then it can be a good idea to just ask, you know. But I can pull a card from this, I will pull from this energy of the heart, and they'll see what the energy is towards mostly. Maybe it's very clear, maybe it's not. Okay? It's very clear, then you are close to a yes no question. So what's the question? Let's see. Just a minute, I need an extra card for this one. Need 2 cards working together for this one. Just a moment. Okay. The cards, I'm sorry, but they're not giving a clear yes or no. It's clearing, it's giving me, yeah, it's a rest and reconsider card as one of them. And that's very much about, okay, it's important that you find some ease of mind regarding this question, because when you're very focused on it, it's yes, no, and it's like this sort of desperate, maybe too strong word, but it's English not my native language, and in lack of a better word, not desperate, but you know, a step or two below desperate. It can become very unhealthy energy sending out. Does he not? This feeling of insecurity maybe, and it's about, okay, it's important that you find some peace within yourself, and from that place, when you are there, from that place you get the manifestation card. So when you find the peace within yourself, the manifestation card asks of you to not, oh, please let him love me. That's not. It's about what. It's about the feeling that you are longing for, being generated in yourself, sending the intention out into the universe to, I am now feeling this right here, and I don't know how it is to feel this. It's safe for me to feel this. I deserve to feel like this, the feeling you would like. Not mentioning any names and putting specifics on, because then you give it into the universe to find that for you, so you can feel like that, whether or not it's that person or someone else. Okay, but first it's important to, you know, do this, and then you will be able to find that love, whether or not it's from him or someone else. That's the best I can do today. So that's what the card is saying. So if it does, then it can send out an energy that might be a little bit, you know, that can do like this, push him a little bit away. So find the ease, and then if it's him, then will come. If it's not him, then someone else will come instead. Okay, that's the best I can do. Sorry for not being able to do that. It's sort of super clear. in a yes, no. Sometimes it is, but not always. I hope you can use it. I can show, yes. So find the peace within yourself and then send out the intention for how you want to feel, and in a way that you're feeling that, having that feeling within yourself. It might be joy, it might be the feeling of love, it might be the feeling of security, some mix of the above, or something totally different, and sending that out, because then you are opening up for it to come to you, whether or not it's him or not. And if it's the person you're asking for, then by settling yourself down and being more calm about it, you're not sending out this sort of risk of needy energy that can put up walls between you and other people. Even if they are wanting to be with you, then they can be like, no, not right now, not here now, I'm not ready for this. So it could be, and if it is, it will show after this. If not, then you will be opening yourself up to someone else where you can get to feel that way that you would like to feel. Okay. I hope it helped. That's the best I can do for now. So, taking a sip of tea. So I will round up with animal card, and if someone else comes in during that time, I will take it. If not, I will end up today's reading, this week's reading. So let's see what else. Interesting. But this oracle deck, or one of the oracle decks, I actually also have in an upside down position. And we have the bat spirit, but in an upside down position. So it looks like the bat is standing on its toe and hopping and dancing around. But in its upright position, its rebirth is reassured. This way around, it's not that it's not reassured quite as easily. It's more than a protection mode. It's called protection mode in this deck, I think. Just a minute, I'll just check up so I won't tell you something that's not right. Yeah, protection method. That's right. I remember right. So when it's like this instead, it's more important that you how can I put it? Remember that, okay, I too, I can feel it. Remember that you take a look. Where are you? Where am I in my life? Ask yourself, where am I in my life? Is this a place that invites for me to develop further in a direction that I want? If the answer is yes, good, please continue. If the answer is no, okay, so something, what is it that is important for me to change at this moment, and how can I do that in the best possible ways where I am right now, right here in my life, and then take steps towards that. And that's very much in sync with this flow, because if you feel that you are a place where you feel stagnant, then this bad spirit is asking, okay, rebirth is only assured if you are able to bring it about, and you are able to do that if you ask yourself, okay, where am I right here and right now? Do I have this solid foundation around? Do I feel safe? Do I feel secure? Do I feel love? Do I feel love for myself? Do I feel, am I able to feel this area just above my heart and that it's alive? Am I able to feel the flow and being in the flow of my own life? And if the answer is no, then ask yourself, okay, what's my next step towards being able to do that? And by doing so and following those answers, then this will turn. And then the changes will come. And you are not alone in this, because yes, we are all connected. Whether you know the ones that are there for you, we support each other, by being connected through spirit. And yeah, because the spirit are in us and we are part of spirit. We are all puzzles and we are all connected. We are all stars in the universe. Okay, we all have a little spark in us. So that's it for this week. That's it for this week. So yes, we'll just see this too from the end. Stay in your heart and know that you are never alone. Bye for now, and wish you a lovely week, and hopefully see you next week. Bye bye.